Hey guys, you join me here on Snowman86. We are back on Moss Valley. So we are flat out today cutting grass. That is our only job for the day. So we're going to get it done as best we can, and yeah, we'll see where we end up. Now, as you may notice, a couple of things. One, we had another hail event because my grass is as patchy as anything. I'm not sure what is going on, but I suppose it adds that bit of realism to it because um, I suppose I'm thinking in my head that if you had a lot of heavy rain, grass would lay down, your yield would drop and stuff. So it's fairly doable. Unfortunately, you can see where it has kind of attempted to grow back. We will be just passing it, so it won't reset to state there. But for the most part, I do like it. Um, it will be a touch annoying when we get into our crops and other bits and pieces and we see plenty of rain and hail damage. But again, I think it's part and parcel of farming, so we're just going to have to get over it, guys. So we're tipping along nicely. We are literally just after starting the grass field, so we're going to crack on even, and keep whipping around here in the moors and see what we can do. I'm expecting our yield to be that little bit better, purely because we have fertilized this. So yeah, I think we should be in for a pretty good yield all round. Anywhere where we might be a little bit lacking, what we'll do is we'll just lift up here for a bit. What we'll do is probably try and turn it to hay. Not sure how well it'll work being tedded out, but like everything, guys, we will try. So it's going to be interesting because it's going to leave little patches, and that normally does annoy me, but as I say, we're going to get over it. We're just going to get on with it. Next thing I've noticed, not sure what, I did an update to my wheelbase, and since then I appear to have force feedback in FarmSim. Don't ask me how, guys, I couldn't even tell you if I tried. But once, if the tractor is kind of standing still, we can turn the wheel with very little effort, we'll say. But once I kind of get a bit of speed going, it becomes a little bit harder to turn it. I would have thought it would been the other way around personally, but I don't know. We have some form of a feedback, so we've turned down the settings just a fraction to see can we kind of play with it a little bit. But I think I got it to a level where I'm kind of happy, so not 100% sure what caused it or why it caused it, and it'll probably disappear again. I'm sure I had it in 22, and again within maybe a week or two it had disappeared, so not sure what's going on there. But things are looking good on the farm anyway, guys, despite all these little things. Don't cut grass. Oh, we nearly did it. So turning circles might get a little bit funky, but we'll try our best to work with this, and we might keep adjusting it as we're going as well. Next thing I've noticed is the grass texture. So previously, I think when you cut the grass texture, went to this kind of, actually what you see there is we just pass it where the hail damage is, and that appears to have fixed itself. I don't remember the texture being this good, and the jumpy lines is a lot better than what it used to be as well. So still get that kind of in and out of focus thing that goes on there sometimes, but for the most part it appears to be solved. We're going to miss a bit. So yeah, good to see the improvements are coming. Rake of giant mods dropped as well on the mod hub, so always interesting to see things come out. And they've dropped the map, the horse aggravation map, I think it is. I think it's around 19, but they've dropped it with their name tag on it, so it's interesting. Yeah, little goodies like that are always nice to get, guys. So with that said, we've waffled enough there on random stuff, nothing to do with Moss Valley. So we are here, as I say, mowing grass. Plan is to get our 2 fields cut and collected. We will be looking to fill the silo to fairly maximum condition. That is the plan. So once we get it kind of filled and we're kind of somewhat happy, we'll try and knock this into this pat. Yeah, we will fill the silo, and we'll probably cover that one up then. The next thing, as I say, we're probably going to focus on is organising our cattle again, or not so much organising it, but maybe changing the layout around the yard. So our canola field that we'll be harvesting next will probably disappear. So we'll be harvesting it probably in the next episode, and I would imagine after that it will probably disappear once the money is right. I think, is it next month we can sell our soybeans we harvested last year, so that'll be a little bit of income. So yeah, I think all in all we should be in a pretty good place to do it. Might end up taking out a little bit of a loan or something, but again, not the end of the world. It's something we'll work with. But having a cow shed that we can actually use the manure from and all that good stuff, obviously it'll add extra costs because we'll have to bring in the equipment, but for the most part I can't see any downsides to doing it, and we'll be able to house more cattle, which means more money from milk. So it's a win-win. In my mind anyway, it's a win-win, guys, so that's the route we're going to push down. And after that then we'll probably look at expanding our kind of amount of land we own, because at the moment we have enough fields and it's enough to keep us busy and going, but like that you'll always want more, won't you? So we'll get ourselves folded up here, guys, and out of the field into the next one, and we're just going to crack on and keep doing the same thing. So I am going to jump it here, and we'll come back in a minute, guys, when we are out with the forage wagon, and all going well we'll be collecting serious amounts of grass, because I really do hope the old fertilizer, the yield and the fertilizer will have worked its trick. That was the plan of doing it. If not, it'll be a little bit of a waste, but hey, you live and you learn. So I'll see you in a second, guys. So guys, we're just pulling into the field. We'll get ourselves set up, and I think if I jump by external I should be, yep, collecting grass. So we can stick the foot down and see how well this goes for us, guys. We should get a nice pile out of this if we keep it up. We have the silage additive on the tanks as well, so that should give us a little boost as well, and we'll see what we got. I think it was 280 odd from these two fields last time out, so anything over 3 would be a fantastic result. Considering that whatever extra silage we get, we probably will end up selling at some stage. So we'll see how we go. We're already at 35%, so we're filling it pretty quick. We'll take that, guys, we'll take that. So all going well, as I say, if we do the conversion of the yard, changing the cattle around and stuff. 2 seconds there, guys. I have a frog in my throat and I cannot clear it. Yeah, so we'll do the converting of the yard, making it a better setup for more animals. Probably include bringing the pits over to that side of the yard as well, and hopefully we'll have a pit that works out pretty well, not like the ones we currently have, which tends to spill grass out the sides. That is just a pet peeve of mine. We're living with it for now because it's what we have and that's all we can do. But definitely when this map does drop, hopefully it'll drop by the time we're in August, September, and that way we could literally set up the game to kind of carry on from here. We'll convert all the equipment over, the layout of the yard, keep the money the same, all that good stuff. So that's, fingers crossed, by next week hopefully this will have dropped. Not saying it will, it might never, or might never drop, but it might not drop next week, and if that's the case, that's the case. We'll just suffer on as we are, and it just means that wherever we are in game we'll have to try and do a little bit of catching up. but by editing Excel files and things we should be able to do it, and by jumping onto the new version of the map, any issues that were there hopefully will be fixed as well. I just realized we are full, so we are going to strike back to the yard and we'll get our first load unloaded. God knows when that was full, I didn't even notice it. I was just going up the hill and we noticed we just got slow, and that was the 100% mark being hit, guys. So we'll throw on our flashy lights and away we go. Soybeans looking well, a little bit of weed, but all in all not bad. We'll take that, there'll be a good harvest in there soon enough. So you can see we already have the pit kind of fairly well, I won't say full, but fairly well full. So we're just going to whip in here. And hopefully I can go all the way back. Hopefully she doesn't get stuck. Go on, Daisy. Oh man, we are all over the shoulder. And you can see we're digging in and trying to get ourselves straightened out. Somewhere there might do. So if we jump out quickly and if I manage to land outside the pit, fantastic. We have 333 litres in here, and you can see it is not happy that we did this. But if we just unload, yeah, I could regret doing this, not gonna lie guys. This could be one of those decisions in life where we do it and we go, uh-oh, we are not unloading, so we try and pull forward a fraction. So yeah, it could be interesting to see where we end up with here. We could end up making a load of grass bales and trying to wrap them. But we'll do our best. So that is one load in, and we are straight back out to the field, and we'll keep going. As I say, I don't know how far we got there, but we will jump in here and go back down the track again. And yeah, it's just going to be a case of rinse and repeat, really, guys. A lot of loads to be done, and a fair bit of fooling around to do in that pit. If this doesn't work out, we could end up looking at acquiring a pit sooner and setting things up. We'll see how we get on. For now, I'm not planning it, but if this turns out to be an absolute disaster, that is a road we might go down, guys. So we are going to crack on, guys. We've one load done, and we have many loads to go, probably 10 to 15 I would estimate loads to go. So we're going to crack on, keep going, and we'll pick this up here when we're nearly done, and we'll see if any decisions or changes have been made. Welcome back, guys. So we are on the last pass. So we have managed to cram everything into the one silo, and it is a fair cram. I'm not sure how it's all going to turn out once we get in to try and compact this, but that's a problem for later on, guys. The main thing is grass, cut 2 of grass is complete, so we will find out shortly as well. Now I think we might have lost a little bit outside the bunker, but we more than filled the bunker, and you'll see what I mean when I get back to the yard here. So yeah, it's fairly intense, guys, fairly full. A lot of it has gone out the sides, as I say, so we probably have lost a good chunk of our silage that way. So we probably will, once we cut our canola, invest in a new pit and a new cattle shed. So it'll be a big investment on the yard, but I think will be well worth it. And there is our beautiful stack of grass, so it's fairly full. So if I just jump to external here for a second, slap it into reverse, and we're just going to aim for that back corner there, because I think that's where we'll get the last little chunk in. Nope, it's going to want to do its own thing, so we're just going to unload it here and see what happens. Methinks there's probably a fair chunk of it not in the pit, but there we go. So we are done. So guys, we'll quickly run around here. You will see what I mean. We have an abundance of grass tipped out around the back, and for some reason getting constantly there, and you'll see all the way along the front here. What do we have inside here? We have 670,000 litres. So I would think the high bits back here is more or less full. There's probably a little bit of a lull there where you could have got a little bit more in, but for all intents and purposes, guys, that's 600,000 litres of silage, compacted only 46%. So we're going to have our work cut out for us, indeed, by the time we get around to that. But as I say, we probably will realistically look to do the canola next. Once we flatten the canola, we can then get out here and start doing some groundworks, prepping things up. This cattle shed will be demolished and gotten rid of, I'd imagine. And oh my god, the old axles on this are not great. Great demand pops up. But yeah, so I think that's where we are, guys. We're kind of thereabouts. We will, as I say, be doing a serious renovation on the yard here soon enough. Just because I think we need to. So that is that disconnected, and we can abandon ship here. So yep, that is where we are, guys. We've the Fendt harvester laid out here, ready to go cutting canola. That'll be July, and we'll also be selling off our soybeans and stuff next. So that'll raise a little bit of money. The cows here are doing pretty well, I believe. We have enough food for another couple of days. I'm not going to add any more straw, just in the event, because I can't figure out where the manure is. There's no point filling it. So what my plan would be is maybe down here where it's a bit flatter. So this section here might be terraformed, and might go for new pits at the back of the old pits, and then have a cow shed in around something. I don't know. We'll have to work it out, guys. We really will have to work it out. So canola's looking well. Happy with that. And yeah, we're in good nick. We have our straw in and stacked. So not doing anything too crazy. 3 seems to be the magic number. Going 4 maybe, but 5 they seem to do that. Not sure why, guys. So this will probably get sold as well, actually, because there's nothing happening in there. So we'll start making a few changes here, guys, and we'll see what progress is like in the next one. So until then, guys, I've been Snowman86. This has been Moss Valley, and until next one, guys, we'll see you all again. Take care.